Hello people, I'm Vito, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom with Robberlink.
Hello, and welcome to my Lostbound Kingdom, which I'll now be renaming to the Duelist Kingdom number 2. Mwahaha.
I think you called it Lostbound Kingdom again, even though
You did! I swear you did. I swear you just called it the Lostbound Kingdom.
Did I?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not redoing this, we'll know in editing. It's the Falsebound Kingdom.
One of us is messing this up.
Well, it's either
Probably me.
It's either one or both now. But yes, where we last left off, we are still doing Kaiba's story, and we are against Pegasus. I believe I have 2 marshals on the way. So we are about to fight again immediately, probably. Yep, there we go. Hopefully Bones will have an easier time of it with his extra moves and frickin' status effect inflictions. Yeah, I think I definitely want to farm off-screen between this session and the next, though, because this is getting ridiculous. Although, I wonder if the giant soldier of stone is a high enough level to have its status card. No, it is not. Okay, good. Screw you, then.
Wait, how does that work on the stone soldier? He's already stone. You can't turn him to stone. How does this work?
I don't know, just remove the magic that animates him? Oh wait, I think this is another paralysis. I should have probably attacked the other one with this one. Whoops. Oh well. And then this, I think, is the poison. And I think the third one is still guarding, so can't do anything with that. I mean, maybe I could have. I'd have to check. Oh, come on. Stop getting frickin' crits.
It's getting ridiculous.
Extremely so. Here. Do that. At least it wasn't like a ton. Relative to his max HP. And then paralyze him. I wonder if they can still take poison damage if the paralysis prevents them from getting their turn. Yes, it does. Okay, good.
Okay, that's kind of dumb.
Question answered. Does that mean... Because... say they only have one monster that's paralyzed, and I run out of moves. I wonder if it could... if it's also poisoned. If it could just keep getting poison damage until it finally wears off the paralysis. That would be devastating if that could happen.
Well, I mean, isn't that what we just learned?
I'm just wondering if it can just keep triggering multiple times in a row if the paralysis doesn't wear off.
Like if you paralyze a enemy with a lot of moves, if they run out of moves,
Yeah.
and then he's poisoned, so it's just
Every time.
his health just gets chunked all of a sudden.
Yeah, because if it just keeps triggering the poison every time it tries to see if it can get rid of the paralysis, then I assume that could, just...
Well, actually, no. How would you have it trigger multiple times in a row?
Because it would just keep being his turn because I'm out of moves. Is what I'm saying. Theoretically, or hypothetically.
But doesn't paralysis wear off when the enemy was out of moves?
I'm saying if the enemy has moves, but I don't.
But then he'd still get to attack, right?
But that would be if the paralysis wears off. But I'm saying if it has to keep going multiple times to see if the paralysis will wear off on each check, would that cause poison damage? And if I don't have moves, does it just keep doing that multiple times in a row? I thought you got this, but...
I thought I did too, but then I feel like I needed a spreadsheet for this. Whatever.
This ain't freaking 5D chess here.
Are you sure?
I hope not. That's not what I signed up for. Ooh, nice.
All right.
We get that.
Once again, we don't get money from it. Sad.
All right, you know what? Come here and be ready to help if I need you. Yeah, I don't want to waste too much time, but I do want to also check. Actually, You know what? Here, you can go for it. No. I do not have enough time. Yeah, I don't want to wait for the enemies to respawn, but I also want to see certain shop items. Oh well, we'll see what we can do. That's right, I already fought this group.
Yep.
Didn't kill anyone, though. Let's remedy that.
Plant. I command thee to kill.
Specifically, killed the one on the right. Good plant.
Even though that looks like it should damage the entire team.
Yeah, it does look like it. It's a frickin' multi-target attack. And then I guess we could also start talking about the episode 4 of season 2 in the anime. That's where Yugi fought Johnny Steps, as he's called apparently.
Yeah. Not much to say about it, honestly.
Well, the first thing that I think I noticed, but I didn't point it out, but then you pointed out, was that in that, like, DDR sort of game that they were playing, Johnny Steps and Taya, at, like, I think it was 8 minutes, 19 seconds, there's, like, a generic laser sound effect that we both recognized.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was in Total Annihilation, but then once you mentioned that you thought it was, I remembered, oh, I think that's specifically in the intro.
Yeah.
At the very least, if not elsewhere as well.
Also, good to know that even if you can't break their guard, you can still poison them.
Yeah, I wasn't paying enough attention. Did it do 0 but poison?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you hit him again and he dealt like 8 damage.
Okay, so I broke the guard.
Yeah. Stop it, I'm here to judge you. Stop sledgehammering me.
Yeah.
I should have been more vague with my request. Stop hitting me.
They got him low, but I think I can kill them. Oh, he's not poisoned anymore.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really... Probably because he's out of moves.
Oh, true, I guess it doesn't matter. I was hoping he'd just die without me doing anything.
No.
No such luck.
Yeah, no, it seems poison's best on enemies with a lot of moves.
Alright, and then, yeah, in that anime episode, I believe Water Amodix, it's that creature that just has, like, the pot of water or whatever. I think that's censored. I think was not really wearing anything, but also probably didn't have naughty bits like some of the other monsters. Heal, and that should be good enough to take out one frickin' lousy Hitatsumi giant. Yeah, and then there was Musician King, the fusion, which was very weird because it was Witch of the Black Forest and Lady of Faith.
Makes a burly rock star dude.
Yeah. I think that's like the first time in the anime where you see a fusion that just doesn't make sense. And no one called it out. And I wonder if it was just meant to be like the creator wanted him to have like all these attractive women monsters, but also have this musician card that also happens to be a fusion, but then you end up with a really weird fusion combination.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think the Musician King itself is not very strong at all. But then he used Metal Morph, and I think they actually called it Metal Morph this time and not Magic Metal Force, like they did in the Keith Joey fight. And
I did think that was pretty cool. That, oh, metal. Like heavy metal music. Haha.
Very funny. Yeah, apparently the Heavy Metal King is not even a card, though. It just doesn't exist. The only two cards that actually get created from Metal Morph are the Black Metal Dragon and Metal Zoa. Alright, let me check now. What places do I have? Okay, this place I believe I want to open up shop. And I know I don't have Mokuba here for the discount, but whatever. Black Pendants, I'm out of them.
Right, I forgot replenish. Like, I saw the supply thing, I was like, replenish? What is that?
I think that gives back their items, right?
Yeah.
What if
so you could use
Obelisk
more than once.
Probably.
If you have any money left.
Okay. Yeah, it does cost quite a bit. Should I do it?
Nah, probably not worth it.
Yeah. We can beat Pegasus without that. Real fast, let me see.
Although if you're going to make bulk purchases, I do recommend waiting for Mokuba.
Yeah, maybe I should. It says one place has something called Dark Energy, and one place has something called Shadow Spell, and another has Yami, and I don't know what they do. I don't know if it's worthwhile to check.
Didn't we see a Dark Energy before?
Maybe we did. Here. It's Faustin, nothing I need here. I guess just head in the general direction of Pegasus.
He's kind of wounded.
Oh, is he? Okay, I do have blue medicine here.
Yeah, okay.
Much better. Where is Mokuba?
I think he's in the corner. No, that's Bones.
He might be at home base still. Is this Tetran? Yes. I'll probably check what the item here does. Yami. And then Shadow Spell, I can just check it if it pops up later on in a future chapter.
Actually, wait. What does Mokuba's ability do?
A discount, so it's not Constructor.
Okay, so it's buying stuff from the shop that's cheaper. Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I got it straight.
Mm-hmm. If I don't do this soon, they're going to start respawning, I'm pretty sure.
But they'll still be at half health, so won't be as painful.
True. Forgot about that part. I'm just thinking, you know, they've been on par level in terms of their monsters, and it's been a bit rough. Why is it frickin' 900? Yami. Blinds the enemy and makes it harder for their attacks to hit.
Magic Jammer?
Oh, it robs them of their special powers.
That could be useful.
I'll just buy one of each.
Black Shield sounds like a guard, but for a teammate.
Alright. Pegasus. It's time to end this. I'm here too.
It's judgment time for the Imperial forces.
Oh, yep, he has a lot of monsters that he had in the anime. This feels like a weird angle. I thought it was slightly askew or something.
Yeah, it kind of is.
But yeah, that's Dark Rabbit, Bikuri Box, and Parrot Dragon, yes? Yeah, and what do you have? Blue Medicine. Darn you. Okay, nothing special, just the medicine.
Okay.
Kill him. Don't let him use it. Or force him to waste all of it, I don't know. One way or another.
Either one.
We'll get him. Oh yeah, and another thing about the Johnny Steps fight. Forest of Sanctuary, I believe it is a field card in the card game, and therefore it will affect both team's monsters, as long as they're in defense mode. It like raises their defense by 500. So technically, it would have also helped Yugi. Okay, stop murdering him, please. Okay, I'm glad you didn't take your opportunity to murder my Hitatsumi giant. At the very least, I'll accept that you're using medicine because you let me use mine. This time.
Hold on. Break time. Cut the fight. You gotta take our meds.
Bleh.
Why does that take so long? Be nice if there was a, option to speed up animation.
Yeah, it would. Oh, nice crit. Okay, you're out of medicine now.
I think you crit that guy twice.
Did I?
Yeah, I don't know if it was with the same monster, but yeah.
I mean, I'll take it. And I'll also take more medicine. Thank you.
What was that? Is that like a lag spike?
I'm not sure, I didn't catch it. I was going over my notes.
Ow, the blue medicines seem to take a bit longer than normal.
Yeah, it did look a slight bit laggy there.
And like, I don't know how to describe the sound, but it...
Yeah, maybe it's just too close to the screen or something.
Yeah. Very odd.
Yeah. So, Mecha Master also mentioned some things about the final battle in Yugi's story. He said that you can beat it without taking any of the other bases, you only need to take the middle one. But it sounds like the final boss, Obelisk, he'll be at like level 50 if you don't take any of the bases.
Ah.
And I guess you can weaken him down to level 1 by taking them.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, he said it did seem like a bug that you couldn't actually escape because it just collided again immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I still win. It seems like they have more moves, but I took one of their monsters down, so that's still good. Here, let me see. He said there's like a strategy for taking out Obelisk. He said Obelisk always moves last out of like every, round of each monster. So you always get your 3 turns first. And so the strategy is to use the Harpy Ladies with Electro Whips. Have 2 of them attack, hopefully paralyze him. And then you can either choose to have the 3rd one use the special, or retreat, and then rinse and repeat. Because I guess if you retreat, you can just prevent him from getting his move.
By that logic, yeah. Although that seems cheesy.
Alright, how are you doing? I guess I could just have you heal up here. And yeah, I'm gonna let Kaiba take the kill. He deserves it. Get revenge. Ah, good. No one respawned.
Alright then.
Yeah, and then we'll probably start the next mission and then end in the middle of it, and that way I can farm it off screen.
Ooh, the lighting changed.
Oh yeah, it's getting darker. A beautiful dusk for your demise. Yeah, Mecha Master said that in that last fight, the first stage where you're just fighting Scott, apparently if you approach the base, there's like a bigger range for the dialogue that happens before the fight. So it is possible to just trigger the dialogue and not actually initiate the fight somehow. I don't know if that's useful in any way, but that is apparently a thing.
That is a pretty funny detail.
It just has a slightly bigger hitbox, Oh, and apparently, according to Mecha Master, I didn't actually see this apparently when we were doing it. The center base has 2 healer installations, which you can't do yourself. You can only have 1 of each. And then if you take the northern base, it gets rid of them.
Huh.
I don't know if that's really useful because that's usually just healing over time unless they do actually use it. I guess they They did get a respawn team in one mission that seemed to be at full health. I think in the one with that House of Ishtar base.
Yeah, but like in the final mission, if you can't get knocked back, he has no time to heal, though.
It's the AI. They might need only a single frame. Who knows?
Yeah, but I'm not even sure if they get that.
Because
maybe.
Because the healer not only gives them better regenerate, which, yeah, you're right, wouldn't be useful in a single frame, but if in that single frame they're allowed to spend money to full heal, because that is a thing the healer installation can do. Or res.
True.
Here.
They are stronger than we thought. Retreat. So why didn't we get Pegasus when, we were in Yugi's story?
Yeah, that's where I would have expected to see him.
Good evening, my young Lord Kaiba.
Did we catch him? Pegasus?
Yes, it is I, Pegasus J. Kreutzel. Was that his name?
No. So, in the anime localization, he was Maximilian Pegasus.
Yeah.
In the original, his name was Pegasus J. Crawford, which is close, but not quite. Not quite Kreutzel. As a tongue twister for you.
Maybe they just
I think maybe
the computer's reading their memories and being like, oh, they know this person. We'll just put him into the game.
Pegasus J. Croy, yeah.
Great, whatever.
Whatever it was.
Localized for the in-universe area. Yes, it is I, Pegasus J. Kreutzel, your arrival on the battlefield just some short time ago. I am the ruler of Mariaden, and now the leader of the Resistance. It's an honor to meet you.
What brings you to the enemy camp, Pegasus? And why the fake retreat?
Just what I would suspect from the leader of the Imperial Guard. You saw right through my phony withdrawal. I am pleased that you realized it for what it was. I pulled my forces back because as we were fighting, I got a strange feeling that you are very different from the Emperor's other staff.
That's it? A strange feeling?
You cannot fool me, good sir. I am not a patriotic nobleman and leader of the Resistance for nothing. I may not know why I felt what I did, but I'm sure I'm right. You have not sworn loyalty to the Emperor, have you?
Perhaps. Then again, maybe I should just call for the guards and have you taken into custody.
Haha. No, you will not do that. Like I said, I know. Anyway, the reason I've come to see you is to invite you to join the Resistance.
Excuse me? We were in the midst of fighting but moments ago. Why ask me to join?
As the saying goes, yesterday's enemy is today's friend. I have no problem welcoming you into the Resistance. I was once part of the Imperial Court, but as the Imperial Order's influence grew, so did my dissatisfaction. It turns a blind eye on its people and taxes them to support its own excesses. I joined the Resistance to put things right. The Imperial Order is being manipulated by a powerful figure. I fight so that I may learn who is controlling the Imperial Order from the shadows and defeat him.
I fight for my friends. For myself.
I also was running out of breath during that. Kaiba, I don't know why you pretend to fight for the Emperor, but you will reach your goal faster fighting by my side. I guarantee you that. The Resistance will continue to grow. The Emperor's rule is weakening and will soon be nothing but a memory. Join with me. Together we can
rule the galaxy together.
What's happening in there, Kaiba? I should go. Give my offer some thought.
Ooh, nice.
Well, that's weird. There's no, victory jingle.
There might have been. It just might be very quiet because of the volume.
Huh.
I wonder if it is different as well from Yugi's jingle. When Kaiba returns to Sigvarth's, he learns that he has been summoned to court by Emperor Heishin. What's the meaning of this, Heishin? I won't have to put up with your impudence from... Sorry, I thought there was 4 there. I won't have to put up with your impudence much longer now, Kaiba. Explain yourself. The court will now hear the case against Kaiba for disobeying military orders. Stand up, Kaiba.
Marthis, you narc!
The court will now hear The court will now hear testimony from Marthis, Governor of Military Affairs for the Imperial Army. Explain Kaiba's crimes to the court, Marthis.
As you wish, Your Highness. Even though Lord Kaiba was given charge of the Imperial Guard and tasked with protecting the life of the Emperor, during the battle at Enno, I witnessed Kaiba meeting and having secret discussions with a member of the Resistance. His actions are a violation of Article 15, Paragraph 2 of the Imperial Military Regulations. The same regulations call for the execution of any person convicted of subverting the rule of our great Emperor. I ask that he be punished in strict accordance with the law.
There's your explanation, Kaiba. Do you have anything... sorry.
I am dying.
Oh no, he has forced choke. Let him go. Sorry. Do you have anything to say for yourself? What a farce. This is so absurd I don't even feel like addressing the charges. And I'm fed up with your insolence. You seem to have let the fact that you do well on the battlefield go to your head. So, Marthis, you were just looking for dirt on order... Yeah, I thought it was others. You were just looking for dirt on orders from Heishin, is that it? But you needed an excuse to get rid of me legally. Ha ha ha. Now I see why you were so useless on the battlefield. What a perfect role for a wretch like you. Heishin knew he couldn't leave the army in your incompetent hands. He may be a useless old bag of bones, but he certainly found the right job for you. Ha 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 ha.
You're the one making deals with the Resistance. You never won on the battlefield. The whole thing was a setup.
Ha 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 ha. Only someone totally inadequate on the battlefield would come up with a story like that. Both of you keep quiet. This is still my court. No, it isn't. Kicks him off throne. Kaiba, I will now pass judgment. You will be stripped of your rank as leader of the Imperial Guard and executed at noon on the day after next. Your execution will be public. It will be a good reminder. That is all. Any last words for yourself, Kaiba? Nope. Other than to say that I'd like to open your skull and see just how much brain matter you're missing.
Okay, jeez. It's violent. Normally you're just mean, but that was like violent.
Grr. At least I won't have... Wait. At least I know that I won't have to put up with your insubordination much longer. Don't get too happy. The excitement might be too much for your old heart. I'm sure a heart attack would be painful, even if you are just a program. Take him away. Ah ha 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 ha. Psst, Seto, over here.
I was gonna say, what about Mokuba?
You're here. Good. Is everything ready? Yep. Bones said he wants to come with us. We've got a way out past the guards. Our escape from Sigvarth's is all set. Good. Let's get going then.
I was wondering, like, if we joined up with the Resistance, how would we have Marthis with us? But, I guess we're not having Marthis anymore.
Yeah, I wonder I wonder if maybe we'll come back and beat up Marthis and then force him into submission to join us again, maybe?
That could be fun.
Or maybe he will just get replaced with someone else. It wasn't easy, but Kaiba and company managed to escape from the capital and elude their pursuers. One person, however, was prepared for their escape. Marthis was waiting for them at Uravi Canyon. Maybe we'll beat him back into submission right now.
It's like, yeah, it's fine, we'll beat him up later. Or we could beat him up now.
Why wait? Friggin' summon obelisk. Hello. Wow, you're only level 3, the others are 11 and 9. Okay then. It's like frickin' time to end the episode, but if we don't start this, then I can't go in spoiler-free to farm it, you know? Do you want to just go in a few extra minutes?
Yeah, as I'll say, I'm willing to go for another few minutes just to see what's up in the next one.
I appreciate it. I don't think there's really anything I need to do item-wise. So yeah, I guess we'll just go in without Marthis, because he's already there waiting.
Kaiba, you traitor. You are completely surrounded. If you give up now, I may spare your life. I doubt that.
Huh. As if I would ever believe that promise from you. The answer is no. I will never give in.
Stop acting so tough. We have you vastly outnumbered. Do you really think you stand a chance? You are too arrogant for your own good. That's what I hate most about you, Kaiba. You have no respect for the Emperor's authority and rule.
You're right. I have no respect for that old sack of bones. Why don't you shut up and attack already? Sorry, I stuttered on that. I was like, I thought he was going to say just shut up. So I was like, wait, he doesn't say just. Okay. Why don't you shut up and attack already? I'm looking forward to yanking out that tongue of yours.
Again, the violent tendencies. Kaiba, chill.
It's because they're not actually human. He's feeling more free to just express all that negativity. All that, you know, being kind of mean to Yugi and friends is him holding back all of this.
Jeez. You asked for it. Attack! I'll reward the man that captures Kaiba, whatever he wants.
Okay, take control of all enemy positions. And is this where... Yeah, this is where Taya had to...
Oh, yeah.
Defend herself.
Yeah, against, like 50 enemies.
One by one they come.
A from the left.
No, it looks like just the one holding it.
Okay.
Well, they're kind of clumping together.
It's a lot of Ryukushins.
Of the powered variety.
As well as penguin soldiers and... It's not Battle Ox. The Axe Warrior?
Axe Raider?
Axe Raider. I was close.
Getting there. Alright. Their level is getting higher, but other than that, nothing special. Oops.
Yeah, this actually looks like a really good place to farm, because you could just probably build a barricade and just let them come to you.
Yeah. The thing is, that would start costing money if I keep doing it, though.
Alright, screw the barricade then.
Just farm up the levels to make it just as effective.
Yeah, you have enough marshals to cycle through, I think.
Yeah. Despite being Kaiba's story and being generally harder, this is not as hard as defending frickin' Taya, because she was all alone.
Yeah.
And no one else could reach her in time. Yeah, and I think just as far as the anime goes, I guess something I didn't really mention was the whole general thing about, like, the fire that Yugi had to escape, and also then for these 2 episodes, eventually Johnny Steps did realize that it was Yugi, and his reputation preceded him. He's like, no thanks, I'm leaving. I give up.
Yeah, like, at some point I would have said, it'd be kind of funny if, someone did fight Yugi and then just gave up because it's like, oh, it's the champion. But they actually did that. So, cool.
It took him a while to realize it was the champion. He only knew him by name, apparently. But once he did... Oh, yeah,
Which is impressive, since he called him Porcupine Hair, and, like... who else has that hair?
The protagonist hair. Only the protagonist gets it. Yeah, I didn't realize until now that it's Armored Lizard versus Armored Lizard as well.
Well, I mean, earlier there were a lot of Hitatsumi giants.
True.
Did I say it right?
I think so. Hitatsume giant?
Yeah.
I don't know if it actually means something specific, but it's a Cyclops.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird where they localize something other than what it's clearly intended to be, possibly to avoid references to, like, mythology or whatever, like the Valkyrie becoming the Dark Witch.
Yeah, you don't want the Valkyrie. That's Norse, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
You don't want some ancient, Norse corpses to come from the grave to come after you for legal reasons. Mokuba got some stats. Nice.
Very good. Although I'll probably throw it away to end the episode and, I'll get it back later. But yeah, I guess this is a good point. I can just keep farming these things off screen and then show you how quickly I can beat them when I've frickin' farmed up.
Wait, why would you throw it away?
If I want to...
Oh, that's right. You have to end the mission by winning or losing, not quitting in the middle of it. If you want to save stats and stuff, right?
Yeah, and if we want to just move on to recording something else, then I'll probably just shut it off and I'll do this later.
Forgot how the system works.
It's fine. Yeah, so we will end this here for now, and we shall continue this next time.
So goodbye for now. But you'll be back. I know it.
Goodbye.